And the last time Pluto moved into Aquarius, as we know, was the French Revolution. And the one before that was the invention or the rediscovery of heliocentricity under the great scientist Copernicus, which then launched the scientific revolution. Today, February the 5th, we have a Cassini conjunction, that is an exact conjunction between Mercury and Pluto. The Sun, of course, is already in Aquarius. So this is a lot more Aquarian energy coming into the collective. So how is this going to affect you individually, and how is it going to affect us all collectively? These are the questions we must ask. So where is Aquarius in your chart? It's definitely something for you to get familiar with. And then if you want to be more specific, to what degree do you have planets in Aquarius, if you have any, and also if you have planets in the other fixed signs, that is Taurus, Scorpio, and Aquarius, and Leo. Those are the four: Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. You are going to be activated, triggered, if you like, under this cosmic influence of the planets making their angles, so making their transits. So for example, if you have planets anywhere around 0, 1, 2 degrees of Aquarius, you are going to specifically and impactfully feel this Mercury-Pluto conjunction. Mercury is the god of information. He's the god of communication. And he is naturally very curious. If you think of the Hermetic or the Mercurial in the myth, he's always very quick to want to investigate. He can often decipher information, collate information, dilate information at a very fast pace, and then he's on to the next. So we're going to see a rapid sense of fire here, with curiosity around subjects pertaining to Pluto. Pluto is obsessional, it's the criminal, it's the deep underworld. It's above all transformation, but it's also transportation. Here I am sitting in my truck. I've done 17 hours driving so far, and I'm literally just 45 minutes out of my final destination, where I'll be for the next few days, in the Palm Beach area of southern Florida. Beautiful to come through all these different climates, from the snow and the ice of the northeast down to some sun again. Mercury and Pluto is going to really be about uncovering and sharing, because Mercury's communication, subject matter that has hitherto been hidden, that many of us have wanted to investigate or have sought the truth but haven't been able to. I think I said a few days ago, it's similar to the investigator, the criminal investigator, the journalist archetype, if you like, who has had this epiphany in suddenly being able to uncover the truth and share it with the world, communicate it out externally. See, Pluto is investigations, and it's really a sense of secret documents are going to be declassified, and all these hidden underworld, underbelly subject matter suddenly will start to bubble up and be made visible. And for us, in our level of consciousness, where we're at as a species, it's really all about being in that truth frequency, that truth vibration. It's much easier to be truthful than to tell a lie. It's much harder, and we've all done it in the past. But it takes a lot of work, it takes a lot more energy, and that's why truth always wins. One of the interesting things about the Pluto in Aquarius archetype, and I'm going to talk more about this in the coming weeks when I focus specifically on some of these talks I'm going to do on Pluto in Aquarius, is to do with the battle for human consciousness. You see, the old paradigm of tyranny was control in the physical world, control through imprisoning, putting people into physical tyrannical systems where they can be controlled. The most insidious way, though, is to control people without them knowing that they're being controlled. And the dark side of Pluto in Aquarius is really the creation of the zombie, that they follow the protocol of, don't forget, Pluto's in a Saturn-ruled sign, Aquarius and Capricorn. We've had Saturn in those two signs since 2016. Obviously now Saturn's moved into Pisces. We've been in a very, very Capricornian, Saturn-ruled energy systems for a while. And of course, Pluto's now moving through Aquarius for the next 20 years, and it's going to transform the way we look at ideas. It's going to transform the way we look at our belief systems, our ontology, our epistemology, all these ideas of what is it to be human, who are we, what is our cosmic story, what is our history, his story. And much of what's being revealed is showing us, quite frankly, that that it does not work, and we have been told an utter lie. So that's really the thing that I want you guys to focus on primarily, is the fact that we need to really go in on ourselves and investigate our own belief systems and allow ourselves to soften the ego and not to define ourselves by what we believe. And when we can pull back from that sense of egoic, I am what I believe, then the magic starts to appear. Well, that's when, in a way, the Kundalini awakening is possible. That is when the alchemy is available. That is when the Christos can come up and down the spine and activate something that has very much been dormant in our collective and individual psyche, and in my mind very deliberately done so by what I call the Lizzies, the lizards. Actually, that's a wonderful Barbara Marcinek in her Palladian Joy talks about the lizards as Lizzies. Well, we've got to be very mindful of the fact that these Lizzies have had a control over us for quite some time. And the great news is we're beginning to realize that. And that's part of the Pluto in Aquarius with Mercury now. Experience is we can communicate the fact that we were living like Plato's allegory of the cave, in a cave, looking at a screen, the television screen, the television, and we thought it was all truth. And now, of course, we're knowing it's absolute mumbo-jumbo, as my old headmaster said, it's absolute piffle, the whole lot of it. And that's not a conspiracy theory, that's just fact. And so this week, in a way, is talking your truth. Mercury conjunct Pluto, in the final analysis, is you standing up on your soapbox, even if it's just at home with your little Johnny or whatever. It can just be with one person, it doesn't have to be with a multitude, and just speaking your truth, you doing you, and being deeply authentic. And by doing that, you transform the world because you transform yourself. That's the big thing for this week that I wanted to share. And next week I'll talk about the new moon, which is going to basically build upon this whole concept of Mercury-Pluto conjunction. Because with the new moon in Aquarius, that's sun and moon together, that's going to give even more power to that Aquarian energy of bringing in the new. You see, just finally, what I say, the difference between Capricorn, Saturn-ruled Capricorn and Saturn-ruled Aquarius is in the Capricorn archetype, which we've had from 2008 until just now, is it's all about staying within the boundaries of the perceptual matrix, sticking to the old order. The difference with Aquarius is Saturn's trying to pull in what's outside the structure and make it mainstream. So the positive of that would be bringing in whole new concepts of ontology, of epistemology, of who we are, and making it part of our experience. The negative would be co-opting it like the New Age movement, bringing in all these different bodies and controlling it from one central authority, where you you.